Good morning, Pastor Brian here. Thank you for joining me today as we read a chapter a day through the book of Psalms today, Psalm 7. I'll be reading from the Common English Bible, and as we listen through this psalm together, read it together, I invite you to think about what kind of psalm is it? Is it a lament, a thanksgiving, a praise psalm, or a wisdom psalm? I take refuge in you, Lord, my God. Save me from all who chase me. Rescue me. Otherwise, they will rip me apart, dragging me off with no chance of rescue. Lord my God, if I have done this, if my hands have done anything wrong, if I have repaid a friend with evil or oppressed a foe for no reason, then let my enemy not only chase, but catch me, trampling my life into the ground, laying my reputation in the dirt. Get up, Lord, get angry. Stand up against the fury of my foes. Wake up, my God. You command that justice be done. Let the assembled peoples surround you. Rule them from on high. The Lord will judge the peoples. Establish justice for me, Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity. Please let the evil of the wicked be over, but set the righteous firmly in place, because you, the righteous God, are the one who examines hearts and minds. God is my shield. He saves those whose heart is right. God is a righteous judge, a God who is angry at evil every single day. If someone doesn't change their ways, God will sharpen his sword, will bend his bow, will string an arrow. God has deadly weapons in store for those who won't change. He gets his flaming arrows ready. But look how the wicked hatch evil, conceive trouble, give birth to lies. They make a pit, dig it all out, and then fall right into the hole that they've made. The trouble they cause will come back on their own heads. The violence they commit will come down on their own skulls. But I will thank the Lord for his righteousness. I will sing praises to the name of the Lord Most High. That's the end of Psalm 7. So, what kind of psalm do you think this one is? As I was looking and reading through this psalm with you, I think one of the things that really stuck out to me was this kind of reminded me a little bit of the story of Job, and specifically about how Job continued to declare innocence against everything that he went through. And remember, at this time, there was a little bit of a thought that if you were prosperous, then God was blessing you, and if you weren't, then God was punishing you for it. And we see through Job that that wasn't really the case, that Job was completely innocent and he still went through hardship. And so as this psalm suggests, this person is going through some kind of hardship, and says basically kind of gladly, if I've done anything wrong, if there's anything my hands have done wrong, then let those who are after me not only catch me but trample me to the ground, laying my reputation in the dirt. And just this idea that this person feels so innocent and wants God to be by their side and to help them get past whatever it is that they're going through. And then kind of changes a way of just talking about how God really is against wicked. God is against evil. God is against those things that really put others down in this life. And that God will be the one who will help bring about justice and peace and restore the righteous back to where they are. And obviously there's a lot of language of war with swords and bows and arrows and flaming arrows. And I think a lot of that might have to do with, again, I believe this one is attributed to David. And so one of the things that we have to remember is that David, above anything else was a a king that became king and established and united the kingdom through war. And so that's kind of what David knew. And there's nothing really wrong with that, but I think we have to understand that the way in which David knows and experiences and expresses himself maybe to God and to other people as well is through this imagery of war. And some people suggest that that's why David didn't build the temple and that his son Solomon did, was that David was this warrior king, and that maybe God was waiting for someone who wasn't that to build the holy temple. So that's why how I see the imagery being used and why it's being used, instead of saying that this is a violent psalm. I think it's just that is what David knew, and so that's how David knew how to speak his words through this psalm. So what did you hear? What did you like? What didn't you like? Maybe you really didn't like that kind of war imagery being used when talking about God and the way in which God handles wickedness and evil in this world. But anyway, write it down, share it with a friend, share it with us. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and hope you can join us tomorrow.